Hello! I've been hearing wonderful things about 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher for a long time, but for some reason I kept putting off reading it. Maybe it was the fact that everyone said it was heartbreaking. I am very sensitive, and maybe I was terrified of crying for hours or even days after reading this novel. But after meeting Jay Asher in person and hearing him talk about this novel at the Vegas Valley Book Festival, I knew that I had to give it a chance. I'm in love with this novel. The concept is brilliant and the writing is phenomenal. Hannah Baker committed suicide. Clay Jensen is still digesting the sudden and heartbreaking news. When Clay finds a shoebox addressed to him on his front porch, his entire world and the thoughts about a girl that he thought he knew are about to turn upside down. In the box are tapes recorded by Hannah before she killed herself, explaining the 13 reasons why she did it. And they came with instructions that these tapes must be sent to the people mentioned in the tapes. So why is Clay on the tapes? What did he do that drove Hannah to such a drastic end? Intense, right? The writing style of this novel is breathtaking. The story is being told by Clay as he listens to the tapes, but in a very big way, the story is also being told by Hannah through her cassettes, and I was right to think that this novel would be heartbreaking. But it's not in a completely incapacitating way. Jay Asher has found the perfect balance to make this story serious, because it is, but also inspire hope. As Clay discovers more and more about the girl that he liked, you can't help but be crushed that they will never be together. I found myself thinking how perfect they would be, but then I had to force myself to realize that that would never happen. It just couldn't end that way. And each of the reasons that Hannah gives for why she did what she did just made me so sad for this poor girl. It reminded me about how terrible I felt in high school. I didn't have it nearly as bad as Hannah Baker, but I could definitely relate to the things that she felt, and that was a very powerful feeling while reading this book. It drew me in deeper than I thought was possible. But, like I said, there is an underlying message of hope in this novel. That not everyone is bad. Not everyone will hurt you. And while this isn't exactly written in this novel, it just made me realize that things do get better after high school. Jay Asher's story is tragic and uplifting at the same time. I don't know how he did it. I think this novel is one that everyone should read at some point in their lives. Even if you're not in high school, there's so much we can learn from this book about how the little things that we say or do that we feel might not have any consequence can affect another person hugely, can even change their lives, for good or for bad. We all need to be careful. We all need to care. I'm going to try my hardest. What about you? I'm so glad that I read this novel, and I encourage you all to do the same. If you are interested in buying 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher, there are links below this video.